welcome back to another episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and today I hope you guys and gals are ready for war, because not only do we have a raid planned for today, but we have something that I've been seeing suggested quite a little bit that we gotta go and touch on, and it's not something that's gonna be cheap, and it might not even be the brightest idea, and the repercussions might be major. Our inventory is loaded to the brim with some of the deadliest weapons, especially when it comes to one special thing: killing NPCs, non-player characters, the AI that aren't necessarily supposed to be killed. As you know, I have a track record of pretty much trying to murder anything. I don't know why people still talk to me in this dang game, but they do. And guess what? We got some new NPCs in the game over at the Biker gang that have yet to feel our wrath for the very first time. So we are going to be heading on over there, and we're gonna be saying hello to them for the very first time. And then, of course, we're gonna give player 6994 over there a very warm welcome, because you know me, I always like to be nice to our neighbors and give them a friendly neighborhood raid. That never did no harm to nobody. But speaking of neighbors and speaking of new people who have moved in, the gas station has some new occupants in the form of the Bikers, this entire faction that is formed in this revamped gas station that does a variety of things. You can get brand new, not bicycles, you can get brand new motorcycles from some of them, and overall they just kind of stand around here and look very menacing. So it's only logical, because it seemed to be a very popular suggestion from you lads and lassies, and as you know, I'm always a man of the people, so if there's anything else that you guys do want to see us do, I'm always willing to do it, because I'm more than happy to blow through our loot and potentially put our life in peril, because that's just the type of fella I am. Like, I'm more than happy to risk my last day on Earth life for the sake of science and for the sake of your curiosity. So any other risks you guys want to see me take, please go ahead and let me know. And oh, are you just walking over my chopper there, dude? Oh, this is going to be enjoyable, to say the least. But before that happens, before we potentially anger the Bikers to the point where, well, they kind of hate us and don't want to trade with us, I would like to upgrade my chopper Jane. I have a little bit of a generator for you, Mrs. Mechanic. Thank you for the points. And oh, I have more where that came from as well. Please take my chaperangs. Please take some of those. You don't want wire? I thought you would for some reason. Guess I was wrong. Take my gas tank, take my wheel, take my engine parts, and I have one wrench for you. So we got ourselves one level. Let's cross our fingers it's something good, and nothing super amazing, unfortunately, but decreasing fuel consumption is always something that I am open to, although we kind of are due to level up our volume a little bit, so let's start doing that. Let's also take a peek at our bike stats over here and how all of this leveling up is going, and so far we're doing pretty good, except for the durability part. Our bicycle is literally held together by duct tape, and oh, some vitamin P, you say. Well, I want to pee, don't we all, my man? I suppose it's time for us to spread a little bit of vitamin P. You, my friend, some bad things are about to go down, so please don't mind me. I gotta bless you with some vitamin P, and then I will bless you with lots of bullets and high explosives, because we picked out some of the most specialized guns specifically for what we are gonna be trying to do today, because when there come to enemies like this that have the green circle, they cannot normally be targeted by normal weapons. In order to even think of doing damage to them, it has to be through special means, such as explosives, bayonets, or even the baseball bat special ability, all of which are capable of, well, specifically these two literally ignore all armor of whoever they're attacking, and then things like the shotgun spread shot and some of the grenades that we have here, of which we have every type of explosive pretty much, except C4, because I cannot plant C4 on his face. I wish. But with every type of explosive, we will be able to see if we can murder these fellers, and that is something I'm very keen on trying to do, because they have some very new things on them that at the moment only appear to be accessible through the Season 1 Season Savings Pack, which we are, of course, working our way towards. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go to twitch.tv/Starsnipe to go ahead and follow our stream. We're live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. There we are doing all sorts of Season 1 shenanigans, having a fun time. And if you guys are watching over there, and if you guys click this gear icon, then link your Twitch account, every 30 minutes you watch our Twitch stream, you literally have a chance of getting free loot sent directly to your Last Day on Earth inbox. So pretty fun times, to say the least. But back to what we were saying, as we can see over here here in the season savings pack, there are a variety of new things that we will be getting regardless of the outcome of today. We're gonna get this motorcycle helmet, we're gonna get the bandana, and we're gonna get the biker vest, but hopefully we can discover another way to acquire these things, because currently it's only through this from what we're seeing. And on top of that, there's another very interesting thing that I wanted to point out. There's also a very popular thing I've been seeing y'all say in that comment section down below, and that is some of the weapons that these guys are holding on to. Specifically, we got this biker over there, and we have a little bit of a shotgun over there. What in tarnation? That is right. And what we are seeing over there appears to be a shotgun of rather different proportions, because we can actually compare to our shotgun over here, and this shotgun has something very interesting about it that makes it very unique and not like anything we've ever seen before, potentially to the point where this could be an entirely new type of shotgun that we are seeing previewed, because while it does appear to have a very similar base to our shotgun, you can actually see that it does have these slugs over there, although it does appear that that only has 3 slugs versus like the 6 slugs we have on the side of our thing. We can also see that there is that loading chamber over there. There's obviously the grip. That one appears to be a little bit on the lighter side, but something very interesting you need to notice is this little barrel over here. That is iconic to one thing and one thing only. That is the heavy barrel that specifically grants this its spread shot ability. Okay, interesting. Star, why are you bringing this up? Well, because on top of that, it has some sort of an attachment on top of that barrel as well. Now, that might be a long silencer, which was my first guess while taking a peek at it, but given the fact that you cannot physically have a long silencer and a heavy barrel together, that is when some questions started arising, and that's when I kind of started to realize, like, okie dokie, we might have something new on our hands. It definitely doesn't have the same under barrel attachment as ours, because we have the light handguard. I think there are a variety of grip things, so that could very well be some sort of a grip that there is already accessible, but that definitely does stand out, is that this thing over here on the very front of the shotgun, in addition to that little heavy barrel over there. Now we can also see a very similar circumstance over there. That one's a little bit harder to tell just from the angle, but it also has a very long barrel on it, in addition to whatever is going on in what appears to be another heavy barrel type attachment over there. That one's just a little bit less apparent, but nonetheless, we're seeing one of 3 things: either an entirely new type of shotgun that can hold these new types of modifications, potentially a new type of like front modification that can be added on top of the heavy barrel that we already have, or some sort of different heavy barrel attachment that allows for that heavy barrelness to happen and for this freaking shotgun spread to occur. Or this could be just some sort of like an impossible to achieve shotgun, but I do not understand why Kafir would literally have a shotgun that is not possible to craft and just have it over here chilling for the bikers. I mean, in that case, hey, another reason that I really want to kill them, I want to get my hands on these shotguns that they're stockpiling. Or the third possibility is that this could be some sort of a new shotgun, and personally, shotgun variety is something I would love to see. It's actually something present in Jurassic Survival. Now, Jurassic Survival is another mobile survival game that unfortunately they pretty much abandoned like over a year ago, the developers did, but it is based on the same engine as Last Day on Earth, and something that we have seen literally specifically with Jurassic Survival in the past in relation to Last Day on Earth, and something that we always see with these types of things is that with mobile survival games that are based on the same engine as Last Day on Earth, oftentimes there's feature crossover where you'll actually see a feature in Last Day on Earth and then it'll migrate to Jurassic Survival, or you'll see a feature added in Jurassic Survival and then it'll make its way over to Last Day on Earth, almost as if its addition into one of the games kind of means that they figured out how to add it into any game and it's become like a lot more easy or something like that. But regardless, in Jurassic Survival, they actually have a variety of shotguns, and specifically a semi-automatic shotgun that does 35 damage and I believe has 2.0 speed, and that would be something that I would love to see in Last Day on Earth. As you guys know me, I'm the shotgun rain freaking fanatic, but seeing something like this would be absolutely insane, and it is something that I'm crossing my fingers we do end up seeing, if it doesn't, even if it doesn't have to do with the shotgun that we're seeing over here at the bikers camp, and this is just some sort of other odd thing going on. But regardless, it definitely kind of spurred that part of the shotgun discussion and just kind of what we have seen in Jurassic Survival in the past, and the fact that I think a new shotgun would definitely be welcome. There's all sorts of assault rifles in the game. There's kind of sort of multiple pistols if you count the zip gun, Glock, and kind of sort of the mini Uzi, although that one's definitely more of an SMG, but it's kind of like a pistol in some sort of diluted way. But it would be amazing to see a semi-automatic shotgun come in that would fit a different role. It'd be awesome to see some new shotgun shotgun modifications they could add onto that thing, and just imagine trying to modify that and the awesome things that you could put together, along with the ability to have a not as high damage shotgun but slightly higher speed. Like honestly, if it'd be like 35 damage and 2.0 speed, modify it to do 40 damage, dude. A 40 damage faster shotgun would be insane, and personally something that I would love to see, or maybe even something along the lines of like a double barrel shotgun, for example. But regardless, this is definitely something interesting we're seeing with the shotguns, and obviously I would never be against more shotgun range, so that's where I stand on it. But speaking of shotguns and what we are seeing over here, what do you guys think of this shotgun that we are seeing? What are your guys' thoughts on it? What are your guys' thoughts on a potential semi-automatic shotgun being added to the game in general, or just some sort of secondary shotgun? Hey, I'm getting hungry, baby. Or just some sort of a secondary shotgun being added to the game, in like whatever role you guys would want to see it fill. Definitely let me know in that comment section down below and what you guys would think about such a thing. And a reminder that that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way into the Wiki $12 at your Play Store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure that like button, make sure to subscribe, that'll let you win on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single last day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick random video for the past week, pick random comment from that random video, and that will be winner for the week. I will kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday is also so make sure that y'all have that notification bell to stay in the loop. But okay, enough about loopage, it's time to die. Hopefully them and not me, but here we have a variety of survivors and we are going to be trying to attack them. Now, this survivor over here seems like a prime suspect. He actually has a circle around him so we can interact with him. We can talk with him. Oh, can I like interact with you anymore? Or I talked to you once and you stopped talking to me? Okay, there we go. He just can't, he doesn't want to talk too much or anything like that. So we're going to be testing out a variety of the methods that we could potentially hurt him with. We are going to start with the armor ignoring methods, such as the Kalashnikov bayonet or the baseball bat bleeding mod, which I'm not gonna lie, this is probably like one of my favorite active skill mods. Like, this is seriously, in terms of bang for your buck and what it provides, I would highly recommend chasing after this one if you can. But okay, that's not the point. The point is, survivor, it's time for you. My baseball bat karate apparently needs some work. Okay, well, how about my bayonet? I'm gonna charge in like someone coming from the trenches in the olden warfare. God dang it. Maybe it's the charge that threw us off. Maybe if I just go ahead and shake you in there. No, he's still at 100% damage. So it does appear that the armor ignoring methods are not going to be helping us, at least with this survival. We'll go ahead and try it out with a couple of other things, but that does still leave us another method, the area of effect method, that the spread shot and high explosives will all be able to help us out with. Mr. Survivor, it is time for you to suffer at the hands of shotgun rain. Psych! I think he might be ducking under it. That would be a logical explanation. So, okay, I suppose no shotgun range for you, but that's all right, because I still got a couple of high explosives to spare, both through my Milkor, through my Kalashnikov, and through my grenades. That was 3 things, but you get the gist of it. So this has been the most reliable method whenever I've tried to fight and battle some of these NPCs, is usually explosive damage. Let's hope that maybe the granata can help out a little bit. No way me, 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 no way me. Is that motorcycle jacket explosion proof too? What do you people have? I need it. That's why I need to kill them even more. I need whatever armor they have because it appears to be insane. So, I mean, let's try and line up this Kalashnikov shot. I think we gotta pretty much get into the edge of the screen. That's about how long we might want to go if we want to go and send it. He flinched. He flinched. I saw him flinch. God dang it. Can you take damage? Does nothing harm you people? Okay. I didn't want it to have to come down to this, but it appears that we gotta go to the Milkors. This is really bad because Milkors are the most expensive and pretty much most valuable gun in the game. They are literally 200 damage grenade launchers. They are absolutely insane, and the problem is that we will use durability. Even if we don't damage anything, the durability on the Milkor will be used. So please, can we get that like button hit right now? Because this is a sacrifice that I need some support through, and no better support than that like button can help get me through this tough time. Psych, maybe a subscription too. That would definitely help a little bit more. Okay, cheeky YouTuberness aside, yeah, but again, I don't mind doing this. This is why I stockpile a whole ton of weapons and stuff like this, to do experiments like this, to try and tackle the hardest and most improbable things for y'all at home, because I imagine most of y'all don't want to take the sacrifice, but god dang it, you know me, I'm always willing to take a good sacrifice, and unfortunately, sometimes that sacrifice elevates its point So where we got to start using our granata launchers. So it is time for us to go ahead. And the good news is we can actually cancel this before we send it. So I'm going to go ahead and line it up perfectly over there. And without further ado, Mr. Survivor, granata! Oh, please tell me he died that time. Ah! What are they feeding you in this camp? No peeking, it's not ready yet. God dang it, dude. He's so focused on his work. You can't even hurt the lad. Like, holy guacamole. So, all right. Well, I mean, we're obviously using the grenades too, which are not the cheapest thing either. Let's go ahead and run around and see if maybe explosives can be used on some of the other enemies. Let's go and toss a nade at your feet over there. Buddy, 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 buddy. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, I took damage. I wandered a little bit too close to the fire. Let's nom nom a little bit of food. So he looks to be pretty impenetrable. You, my guy, you got a nice helmet. I would not mind killing you. Do, 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 do. I am blowing through this grenade stockpile. Well, hopefully too many of these events don't keep appearing, because as you all know, it is my duty, my rightful duty. Oh, Lenny, my man, how are you gonna be doing with some grenades? Granata! Yeah, any good? Any good? God dang it, Lenny. Did Jane? Okay, you're eating a can of beans, right? That makes you vulnerable. Eat this granata! Will that work? Will I at least destroy the radio? Oh, no. I think I got the lighting back to work on that craft. As soon as that exploded, I saw the crafting side light up. It might be powered by explosives. I'm just saying. Jane, I've already tried to kill you before, but, hey, third time's the charm. You want any grenades in your new bikers camp area? You have, like, the lead. She has, like, no armor whatsoever. She has short shorts and a tank top. What? Do they have, like, an invisible layer of armor? Oh, you, my buddy, do you want a granata? Psych, that's not going anywhere. Hold on, can I like maybe toss it over? I gotta try and like toss it over that thing. Yeet! Psych! Apparently that tape literally stops it in its tracks. Well, that's unfortunate. So he's not even possible to get hit with an explosive. We got this dude over here. I got 3 grenades left. At this point, I'm starting to lose a little bit of hope in our dream of trying to get these dudes to die. And this guy's wandering around, so maybe does he have C4 in his hand? Oh no, that's booze. Don't you have a bike you gotta be riding soon, my dude? Don't be doing that. Oh yeah, coming soon. Yes, please keep on looking at that coming soon sign. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Dang, dude, what a boss. Just keeps on looking on in the distance like, yeah, work on that ATV. Work on it. So we're left over with 1 grenade. I'm pretty sure we've tried blowing up literally everyone except for the lady up here. I don't know if we can like, hello? Can you hold down to this grenade for a second? Please, lady? She doesn't seem interested. I don't even know how she got over there, so. Wah, wah. There we have our attempted assault on the bikers camp. And attempted is unfortunately the key word in this context, and that leaves me a little bit disappointed. I was really looking forward to making some new enemies, because, you know, I've anchored and almost killed the dealer before. No, we have murdered the dealer before. Lately, we've almost killed him, but we've literally murdered the dealer before. Like, murdering NPCs is not outside of our comfort zone, but apparently the bikers, they got the memo. They knew ahead of time to prepare for us, so they got all their freaking, like, Harry Potter invisible bulletproof capes. I don't know what they freaking, I don't know where these bikers came from, man. You know, like what type of technology they had access to, but apparently it makes them immune to damage, which unfortunately makes me a little bit of a sad camper, but that's all right, because despite the fact that we can't battle them in all of their awesomeness and take their freaking armor, what we can do is head on over here and battle another one of the new enemies added into this game. This one, a proper enemy, not a friend that we're trying to turn into an enemy. No, the person we're going after right now is literally an enemy. His name is Rotfeast, and he's gotta die. He's gotta die real good. And we just gotta go and clear out a couple of enemies along the way. And while we do go ahead and kill them, this might be a great opportunity for us to go ahead and showcase kind of the best way of tackling this fella. And I'm gonna have to recommend that if you guys do go after Rotfeast, there's one thing that you need to make sure that you are doing. And I would say have some sort of a ranged weapon. Now, I don't know if the zip gun qualifies as good enough, because there's going to be a very particular thing you've got to be capable of doing. And I'm going to try and show that off for y'all in a second. I think that is Rotfeast over there on the minimap, as y'all can see. So I'm going to try to get the hungry hippo. Hello, hungry hippo. There you go. The hippo cometh. The hippo dieth. And I believe that over there is a rot feast. Yes. So you don't necessarily need a gun like mine that is modded up the blood wazoo. Instead, glug, 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 glug. Let me drink up on some water. Instead, all that you need is realistically any ranged weapon. Honestly, if you have like a Glock, you should be good to go because it shouldn't take too much to take Rot Feast down. Now, if you do have an active skill mod like what we are rocking here in the leg shot or the other tingy mabob, I think it's like the other like active skill mod that this thing does have, that also does come in handy. But long story short, you want to bring your newfound Rot Feast friend over back towards the lobby. In the lobby, you will be doing a dance, a tango at all of these broken down police station seats, because as long as you keep on dancing around, she and or he, I'm actually not sure if that's a dude or a girl, because she's too busy usually chasing me, and I do not want to let him get a hit off on me, because Rot Feast is capable of, well, healing 50 damage per hit. Like, for the sake of demonstration, hello Rot Feast, please take a nibble out of me. Probably a little bit bigger than a nibble if it's healing you 50 health. No other zombies heal 50 health at a time. Except the blind one. Blind one, he freaking feasts on those bodies over in his chambers. But Rot Feast also does have some arm, as you are seeing. But you do want to keep Rot Feast at range, and that should be relatively easy to do. And especially if you have this ability over here, that allows Rot Feast to literally go slower. And by allows, I mean forces Rot Feast to go significantly slower than they usually do go. That gives you a great opportunity to go ahead and, hello Rot Feast, please come hither so I can go and bust you full of some bullets and death to Rot Feast. And dude, I wish that Rot Feast would actually drop something, because currently Rot Feast does not drop anything. Also, in case you guys are not aware, Rot Feast is kind of like the week 1 boss. I'm pretty sure in week 2 and week 3 there are going to be additional bosses added in as well from some of the tasks that we have seen for the future weeks. I believe there's going to be a boss named Chili Willy at the 4th floor of the bunker, and a boss named the Butcher over at the farm. I have seen some people say you can already encounter them. I've literally gone to both the farm and the bunker in some of my free time trying to get them to spawn, and I have not had any luck. So I assume that maybe their spawn rates go up, or maybe they're guaranteed to go up, or maybe I'm getting absolutely bamboozled by the comment section and by chat over in the streams that we are doing. But regardless of the bamboozlement and all that, as these weeks do continue to unfold, and I think some events, like some literally like special week 2 and week 3 events should start popping up, including the shipwreck itself. As those begin to pop up in the coming weeks, as these new bosses begin to pop up, we will be keeping y'all in the loop with those as well. We'll be taking them down. We'll be trying to see, you know, what's so special about them, what to watch out about them, how to best tackle them, and hopefully be able to take them down and have a fan-freaking-tastic time doing so, because that's why the notification bell is a great thing to have hit. We're keeping y'all in the loop with the latest and greatest of updates. As soon as a new update comes out, we're checking it out, and we're constantly showing off all the new things that it adds: new enemies, new bosses, new weapons, new whatever. If something is new in the game, we're checking it out, and we're trying the craziest and wackiest of things with that new stuff as well, regardless of how much of my stuff we gotta blow through. And should push come to shove, like in the case with the battle pass, I will buy it, and I will even buy some of the levels for it to show off, for example, the new corgis at the end of it, despite the fact that personally I do not think that this season pass was worth it. Hopefully season 2 we see a much more valuable bang for your buck. Maybe we just got spoiled by the survival guide, because let's be honest, the survival guide was significantly better than the season pass. Although I guess the season pass is better than nothing, I would have definitely preferred something more along the lines of the survival guide. But I mean, like, there's some okay stuff along it, but just the tasks are so hard in this season, and the rewards aren't really super worth it. I don't know. Hopefully some of these events that have yet to pop up and some of the future bosses that we tackle have some more relatively worthwhile things that we will kind of unfold. And as we do, you guys will definitely stay in the loop with it. And you guys will also be in the loop with all the future updates, because as soon as any type of new info does come out about the future seasons, because we are in season 1, so season 2 is, I'm guessing, going to be the next season. I'm not a numberologist here, okay? I don't have a PhD in mathology, but I got a hunch that season 2 comes after season 1. If you guys also agree with my suspicions there, you know, use that thumbs up button as an agree button. Definitely, yes. And that subscribe button is a super hard button. And even let me know how much you agree in that comment section as well. There's all sorts of ways you guys could express your agreeance with my hypothesis that season 2 will come after season 1 and before season 3. I don't know, we're getting into some uncharted territory here, bringing season 3 into it too, but what can I say? But regardless of your guys' opinion on the numbers and if season 2 will indeed come after season 1, which might be a hot topic, I know, we're gonna be keeping you guys in the loop with all future updates, all future new things coming to Last Day on Earth coming to the game, because if you guys can't tell, I'm kind of sort of a little bit addicted to this puppy and having a fan-freaking-tastic time throughout it, especially with our daily raids and all sorts of shenanigans that we are doing. But seriously, like, especially with some big updates on the horizon, like the freaking ATV update, dude. I need it. Kefir, please give us the ATV already. I just want to build it. I want to get that transmission, and I want to start riding that ATV over to the new swamp zones that will undoubtedly unlock across the river, which after we open up this locker, I will go and show off for y'all. Sacre Blue Star. Not going throughout the entirety of the police station. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, mate. I'm a little bit sorry there, mate, but for now, we got a raid that we got to go and catch up to, so we're gonna go and do that. But first things first, I do want to talk about this little river thing in case you guys are not aware. When the ATV does become craftable, it will pretty much be the key to a whole new world, to bloody Narnia. Kind of, sort of. It'll, well, pretty much you require transport to get across that little river. That transport is explicitly stated to be the ATV, so when the ATV gets added, we'll be able to go over there, we'll be able to unlock that watchtower in the west, and we'll be able to access what appears to be swamp zones, because with the geography and what appears to be all of these bodies of waters, plus the 2 big little sections over there, I could definitely foresee there being a, whatchamacallit, like a yellow swamp zone there, and a red swamp zone there. I don't like the 2 swamp zones, because like over here in the north, after you unlock it, they got 2 oak zones. Maybe we'll get 2 some sort of like other types of zones as well, kind of like how the oak zones also had these winter zones accompany them. So definitely some interesting things for us to go ahead and keep our eyes and ears peeled upon. But let's go start making our way back home and preparing for this raid that we do have. But regardless of what new stuff is coming, whenever we know anything new, whether it be gameplay sneak peeks or just new information being released, we're spreading that to y'all's eyes and ears and breaking it down and analyzing it to the fullest extent, connecting all the information that we know already, all the stuff already within Last Day on Earth, with the new things that we learn, with the new things that are shown off to give us the clearest look at the future. And of course, when the future becomes the present, you guys will know all about what has been added from the future into the present, and we're gonna have a jolly good time doing so. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare for this raid and talk to y'all in a second. Ah, you guys smell that? That's the smell of raid in the morning. And or me in the morning. One of the 2. But regardless, we got everything that we need for what will be a, if all goes according to plan, pretty successful raid with the help of these hatchets over here. We're gonna be breaking into our neighbor's house to throw him a surprise party where he comes home and he's surprised that all of his stuff isn't there anymore. Yeah, you probably don't want me planning your surprise party, so definitely you should not be making that request to me, because me and my raiding history, it makes for definitely a little sketchy. Little bit sketchy history. So onto the motorcycle and onwards towards today's raid we go. Oh yeah, by the way, let's not forget that notification bell is also a great way of staying up to date, not just with the latest and greatest of Last Day on Earth, with all the videos that y'all can turn on for that weekly giveaway, but also all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well. If you guys like Last Day on Earth, there's a great chance some of the other games we are checking out are some things that will tickle your fancy. I am not only very spit on you. Who makes this stuff, man? Although I'm not gonna lie, with the fact that we don't get daily water anymore, it has become a little bit more valuable, but still, like if I had taste buds, maybe, but unfortunately, there's no, I don't see a taste bud slot anywhere here. I don't see a taste bud meter. The taste of what we drink should not matter, so unfortunately, you're gonna be on that water diet after we going down all of their berry tea, because I told you to. No, berry tea cannot exist. Although he has carrots too, so that'll be really good for some vitamin C. The berry tea will probably help us spread a little bit of vitamin P, I imagine, or at least help us towards our next spreading of that. But yeah, if you guys like Last Day on Earth, definitely check out some of the other series going up on the channel as well, because there's a great chance you will enjoy some of the other stuff that we are checking out, whether it be an existing series going up or a brand new survival game you guys see for the very first time. Honestly, give at least one of them a look, and you guys might find something that you enjoy the bejesus out of, to the point where you start watching it, to the point where you start playing it yourself, all this type of jazz. And trust me, some of the games that we were playing, I've literally seen people say, like, Star, I'm so happy that you told me to check out this game because I have just become addicted to the series. But for those of y'all with some of that spare time, there are definitely some great series awaiting you, and definitely some good survival games on the horizon as well that I cannot wait to check out for the very first time. And speaking of things that I can't wait to do, I can't wait to kill these zombies. But Star, why aren't the zombies attacking you yet? Oh, that is because we use ancient Star technique. Oh, I could have also broken into that wall. That would have been a little bit cheaper, but I mean, I guess that's a little heads up to y'all. I didn't actually end up seeing that wall because that's kind of like one of the ones that until you break open this area, it's kind of impossible to see that is a level 1 wall. But yeah, note to you guys, break through this wall and it'll be a little bit cheaper, although it really wasn't that much cheaper anyways. But you might be like, Star, why have the zombies not gotten to you? Because if you break in through a wall like this one, well, what pretty much happens is anytime you break through a wall that has a little small chest like that, guess what? The zombies cannot fit. They are too thick. We are not as thick as the zombies are. So what we're gonna do is going to try and get all of the zombies to go over here, because if you go and hug a wall, the zombies will literally group on up, and wowzers, we have a lot of zombies trying to come up on us. So I believe that to be everyone we gotta worry about. Let's try and bring them over here a little bit. And it is time for a little thing that I'd like to call a shotgun rain. Woo! That was some big hits over there. Now we're trying to be productive over here in the fact that we have multiple waves of zombies literally grouping up. And we got a little bit of noise to spare, as you guys could tell, before the big one appears. We're gonna wait for our shotgun spread to regenerate one more time, and then maybe use a little bit of the pistol drizzle. So shotgun rain. Woo! I love seeing some zombie explosions, and from there, we'll go ahead and use a little bit of pistol drizzle to clean up the rest. And would you look at that? Efficiency at its finest. Now, I do think there's actually gonna be one more wave trying to come and kill us. Right on time. So we're gonna go and we're just gonna kite these fellers around. Well, let's gather around to pop a star and sing our zombie song and get hit with a big blast of shotgun rain. And if you sing it faster, then you can't be wrong, but it'll help if you just die along. Bum, 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 bum. You guys die a little bit faster. Oh, dear mama. Okay, hold on. I gotta wait for this shotgun rain to regenerate. I thought that pistol would be enough for us to deal with the enemies, but it turns out that we need to shotgun rain a little bit more. And okay, that thing's broken, so square up, toxic abomination. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and guess what? I'm stinging extra hard. Woo! Mess with the hive and you get the stinger, bro. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I got some trash to sort through. Okay, actually there's a couple redeeming loot-sicles up in here, but for the most part, it appears that we looted a corn farmer and berry drinker. I'm happy that I'm destroying the space. He drinks berry tea, and you know what? I vitamin P on your tea too, so you're gonna come back with some vitamin enhanced flavored tea. I'll leave them a little bit up in there. A couple of carrots, couple of that. I'm taking the canned food. That's safe from the vitamin P. Like, let's be honest, the stuff's in a can. Like, vitamin P is powerful, but it's not powerful enough to get through cans. Some jerky. I'm just gonna go and nom on that. Didn't have dinner quite yet. A couple of semi-valuable things up in here. Again, nothing super incredible. The space is definitely so far on the lackluster. Oh, okay. The base heard me talking smack, and I just got a couple of pistols out of it. So thank you very kindly, Mr. Base. I highly appreciate that generosity. I'm gonna go and put a couple of these things away. Usually, I don't think we got anything like uber valuable besides the pistols, and this is a raid that we had to go out of our way to get. Also, we can probably go and just break through this chest over here as well, because I don't really plan on breaking through much else after that, and it's not like it was super valuable anyway. Just a couple of iron ore. Whoa. Woodworking bench number 2. You never know, you might be able to find wood in there. Shocker. No, you might be able to find like oak planks or something in there, which I definitely value a little bit more on the high side versus what we are accustomed to. We got some I got plenty of stones at home. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely prioritize stones a little bit too hard lately, so I got a nice little stockpile of those still. Because at this point, that's all vitamin P soaked. At this point, we pretty much just need to prioritize whatever we personally want, because there's nothing that's like insanely valuable here, you know. Besides, of course, I do know there are those pistols, and I fully intend on grabbing them. And I will be doing that after I chow down on that to put that away, grab these 2 pistols, and then we'll put away the rest of the valuables that we have access to, and probably just go in and call it there and grab a couple of more things. But for the most part there, you guys and gals have seen what this base does indeed have. Oh, you know what I could do too with these 2 things? I could actually just go ahead and boop, pop them in my hands. And yeah, another extra 2 slots there. No armor that I saw either way, and even if there was armor, it definitely wasn't good enough for me to actually pay attention to it. I mainly try to get military or above armor because we got a good stockpile of military and SWAT. I don't really need anything that much better personally, although... no, I'm good for now. If the shortage of armor starts to hit, though, I definitely know who to call. Without further ado, I'm just gonna go and start putting some of this jazz away and just kind of picking out a little bit of the rest of the loot over there. But you guys have seen what this base does have to offer. Is it incredible? No. But for a base that, I don't know, just requires a hatchet and some more hatchets, no C4 required. You could get some nice supplies out of here, all sorts of resources, and on top of it, a couple of pistols and other things like that. All in all, could definitely be better, but for the fact that we didn't have to use a C4 to get disappointed, I am less disappointed than I would have otherwise been. But with that said, with that done, that's going to start wrapping it up for me for now. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one, and I'll talk to you next one. See ya.